Welcome to the 2016 Math Club Presidential Debate. I'm your moderator, Grant Starman, along with Angela Flake.
Now let's introduce the candidates. First up is Jacob Day.
Along with Bird Burdett.
Hello, my name is Jacob Day, and I'm running to be your math club president. One of the many things that inspires me to participate in this excellent election process is my beautiful blonde hair. You might have noticed it throughout tonight's proceedings, and you'll probably definitely fall in love with it by the time I'm elected president. Part of my excellent platform that I have for this particular campaign is building a wall. Lots of walls, cheap walls that everyone will love. The reason that I really have for running overall, I would say, would be we're losing. Southside's losing. We're not winning anymore. Winning isn't something that we do. It's something that we need to go back to. We need to make Southside great again. We need to make the math team great again. We just need to be great again. Southside, we're in a little bit of trouble. You know, our math is it's pretty decent, but I think that together we can make it better. We can make it cheaper. We can make it fabulous. We can make it huge. Remember, I'm Jacob Day, and I'm running to be your math club president. Thank you.
Hello, it's me. I was wondering if you'd vote for me. Hey, my name is Bird Burdett, and I'm running for your next math club president. I have a simple two-step plan that is going to outline what you need to know throughout your high school career in math coming into calculus. And I'll further outline that plan later on in some interviews that I've done. And you can go to my website, birdburdett.org, and read about it on there. Another reason why I believe that I'm the best candidate up here on this stage tonight is because I've already taken Calculus AB and am almost done with BC, and I've done excellent on everything, on all of the tests and exams, except for a few quizzes. But yes, I've done great and everything, and we are going to make America great again, but we're not going to do it the crazy way Mr. Day has suggested. We're going to do it through reason and logic. We're going to get more tutoring for kids who need help in math. We're going to just overall do more math practice. We're going to beef up the math curriculum and classrooms and encourage students to do better in math, one grade at a time.
Mr. Day, why should you be Math Club President?
Well, to answer your question, one of the things you might be wondering is, why is my hair so beautiful and blonde? To be honest with you, I'm not really sure. But what I do recommend is shampooing every day. You know, sometimes I thought we could build a wall, you know, just surround the building. Christ Church will pay for it, obviously, because I can make awesome deals, but, you know, they're going to be happy about it at the end. And we're going to be happy about it. They're going to be happy about it. It's going to be great. It's going to be fabulous. It's going to be gold-plated. I don't really know if you guys have seen all of the rest of my stuff that I have, but it's really great stuff. Have you seen my car? Solid gold. It doesn't really run very well or move, but, you know, solid gold. It's great stuff.
Wait, is that even the question that you asked?
I don't know.
That's all you got? Okay, Mr. Day, let me answer the question for you. Now, why would I be the best math club president? Let me tell you. Number one, I've already taken Calculus AB, and I did great in it. Number two, I was the president of the junior math club for 4 years, and I did great at that as well. Number three, I don't have a number three because the first two were so good, okay?
Mr. Burdett, I want to know why math is important to you.
Excellent question, Mr. LaFlamme. Let me tell you why math is so important. Math is so important because it is in every little thing we do. Calculus even more so. When you get up to the higher levels of math, if you want to be an engineer, if you want to be a scientist or a rocket person at NASA, you have to know calculus. And the way to get on the track to be in calculus A, B, and even BC is to double up your freshman year. So let me tell you, my fellow Southsiders, you have to double up freshman year. Otherwise, unlike Mr. Day here, who suggests that you just coast through math when you're younger.
How dare you?
Hold on, I'm talking here, please.
No, I'm talking.
I'm
He
talking.
said my name, I get 30 seconds to speak. Isn't that right?
What?
Mr. Moderator?
Go ahead.
My time
Go
is
ahead.
up.
Okay, cool.
What?
Okay, first of all, math is really not that important. In my extensive experience in the fast food industry, I have noticed that when you're being the cashier and you are taking orders, that you have to deal with money, and it's something that's very important to most people. I know, it's very important. So, during my time as a cashier, I've discovered that it's best if you just pick random bills out of the cash register and you hand them to the customers. Sometimes they're not very happy with it. I mean, it's to be expected. It's just money. But other times, they're very, very excited and happy to walk out that door that day. They're satisfied, and that is how I want to run my presidential tenure. I want everybody to come out satisfied. A few people might be, a little bit upset, but that's okay, because the whole point of being president is making just that top 1% even more 1% than they were before.
That's not what I asked. Mr. Day, integration is a huge part of calculus. What's your stance on integration?
Well, to answer that question as thoroughly and as well as I possibly can, I'm sick and tired of illegal integration here in Greenville, in Southside, and throughout the rest of the schools here. I'm sick and tired of Christ Church sending over their worst math students to us, and us having to pick up the slack for them. I'm sick and tired of Shannon Forest students outperforming us and coming here to our school. So, what I have decided is the best way to deal with illegal integration and the subject of integration as a whole is to build a wall around the math teachers from the other schools. This way, they will not teach the other students about illegal integration. The Christ Church teachers can't get to their students, they can't screw it up.
Now, who's going to pay for this wall?
Christ Church is going to pay for this wall. They're going to be happy about it. We're going to make a deal, and it's going to be fabulous. It's going to be huge. It's going to be a huge deal. They're going to love it, and they're going to pay for the whole thing.
Mr. Burdett, what do you have to say about this?
Okay, thank you, Mr. LaFlamme. We're finally going to get some sense and reason into this argument. Mr. Day, how do you possibly think that is even a little bit ethical? You can't just build a wall. You claim that you are a Christian and you hold Christian values. Can you please tell me where in the Bible does it state that we can build a wall to keep people out? Isn't the entire teaching of Jesus Christ about love and acceptance?
Well, I was reading in 2 Corinthians the other day. If I remember correctly, they were talking about building a wall around the city of Jerusalem after it had been burned to the ground.
Don't you mean 2 Corinthians? Or are you British?
It's 2 Corinthians. I don't know what country you're from, but this is America. Okay, so I was reading in 2 Corinthians, and they were talking all about building a wall, and it really inspired me, and it gave me great ideas. Like, you know how you deal with illegal integration, right? You build a wall. It's not hard. How do you build a building? You start with the walls. Walls, walls, walls. We're going to build more. We're going to do them cheap, and the Christ Church is going to be happy about it.
Mr. Burdett, you've laid out your plan at birdburdett.com. Mr. Day, I haven't been able to find your plan anywhere. Can you please explain it?
Come with me. I have something to show you.
But Mr. Day, this makes no sense.
I don't make sense. I make dollars. What? Out.
Hi, I'm Vince Lee with Calculus News Network. And now, Mr. Day, I've heard that a lot of students are really upset about their grade. So what are we gonna do to deal with the grade inequality?
Well, looking at the grades recently when I broke into several of the computers in the school, I noticed that some of the, let's say, underperforming students needed some extra points to exempt their grades in exams and to just overall get them up a level. And looking at it, I saw that if you took just a few points, maybe just 10 or 20 off of the grades of the A students, that everybody will come out with around a C, which is passing, and obviously it's pretty decent. So I feel that the best way to deal with the grade inequality is to take away grades from the students who perform well and give them to the lower performing students. I also noticed that Americans, we're not doing so well right now. We're not winning anymore, and Southside, we're not winning anymore either. We need to do something to change, radical, something new and fresh, and I think that I will bring that to the table.
Okay, so according to your words, nobody needs to study anymore. So what do you think is the meaning of the studying and going to school?
Well, personally, I never really studied. It's not really a thing that you need to do. As I went through Algebra 1 4 times, I think, and now I'm moving on to geometry in my senior year. I feel that it's appropriate for students to spend the time playing games or hanging out with their friends and not really learning anything or preparing themselves for the future. One of the things that I like to spend my time doing is Counter-Strike Global Offensive. It's quite an interesting game. I enjoy it thoroughly, and I feel that the best way to improve the math grades at the school is to have everybody play Counter-Strike all day.
Hey, do you play Counter-Strike too? I play it too.
You do? You do? What's your rank?
I'm gold number 2 right now. What about you?
Oh, well, I'm a global elite, obviously.
Oh, I can see through your eyes and I can tell that's a lie. So, do you always tell lies?
Well, no, I guess. That's the right answer, correct? See?
Probably. Okay. Okay. Now, Mr. Burdett, a lot of students are really upset about their grades right now. What do you think you can do to deal with the grade inequality?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Lee. That's an excellent question. Grade inequality is possibly the largest epidemic that Southsiders face right now. Currently, the kids in 8th grade and up are doing very poorly in math. Really, a lot of them are getting less than failing grades, if that's even possible. And it's just a bad deal for our school, a bad deal for everyone. So what I would do to help combat the grade inequality epidemic would be, number one, we need tutoring. Not necessarily free tutoring, because you can't pay for everything like Mr. Day suggests, but the government needs to provide opportunities for every single working student at Southside to have access to tutoring. And then number two, we need more engaging classrooms.
Okay, Mr. Burdett, I love your confidence.
Thank you.
What is your advice for the 8th graders?
Mr. Lee, so my advice for the 8th graders is just keep paying attention in math class, keep doing your thing. When it comes to freshman year, make sure to double up in math, take Algebra 2 and Geometry your freshman year, because it'll do great in the long run. You'll be able to take Calculus, AB, and maybe even BC your junior and senior year, which is going to be really, really good for college applications. It's going to be great preparing to go to college, and you'll get some of your core classes out of the way your freshman year in college, so that'll be good. And also it'll really help when you get out into the job world and just help you be more successful.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Burdett. Hello, everybody. This is Vince Lee. Mr. Day, so what have you learned during Calculus BC class?
Well, I have learned to speak the language of Mr. Scott. If you're not aware, Mr. Scott has some excellent handwriting, and his artistic ability is above everyone else's. I would just like to, I'd like to thank him for his years of teaching, and yeah, I think that's all I have to say on that topic.
Okay, I also enjoy Mr. Scott's handwriting and preaching stuff. Can you give me some examples of Mr. Scott's teaching?
Yes, he likes to use a sort of a projection of an iPad that he uses. it's quite interesting. It's something that I've looked into in depth, and apparently it's an app. I didn't know that an app was a thing, but I looked into it extensively and spent some good 2 hours looking into it. Actually, it was very very interesting. Yeah, interesting.
Okay, so how many iPads do you think you can buy for the whole America?
For all of America, probably like 4 if I saved up all of my money. Because if you didn't know, we're losing again here in America, and the prices of everything is skyrocketed. It's horrible. But I'm here to change all that. I'm here to change the math club. I'm here to change America. And I'm going to make iPads free for everyone. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Day. Hello, everyone. This is Vince Lee reporting with Mr. Burdett. So, Mr. Burdett, what do you think Calculus BC teach you about?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Lee. So what I've learned in Calculus BC is, number one, many different integration techniques, ways to solve integrals like trig sub and integration by parts. And I've also learned that the Cartesian way of writing functions, which is like y equals x squared, just your y's and x's, is not the only way that you can write a function. You also have your vector and your polar coordinates as well, which is crazy. That kind of blew my mind. And you can, we also learned about sequences and series, that was a blast, let me tell you. Use the big capital E, sigma, it looks like an E. And all that good stuff. But that was Calculus BC in a nutshell there.
Cool. Do you remember Euler something? There was like a word Euler.
Euler. Oh, you mean Euler.
Oh yeah, Euler. Sorry, my bad.
Okay, yes, that's right. Thank you, Mr. Lee. Yes, Euler's method was also something that we learned in Calculus BC.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Burdett. Mr. Burdett, what do you think people need to know before they taking calculus?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Lee. So before taking calculus, I have a simple 2-step plan that will tell you what you need to know, what you need to study. So step 1, you need to know your parent graphs. Make sure to memorize your parent graphs because they're very important in everything you do. Step 2, the unit circle. Memorize that as well. It is also very important in every single thing you do almost with trigonometric stuff and Calc BC. It seems like you use trig a lot, so make sure to memorize both of those things and you'll be great.
Thanks for your advice.
Welcome to the 2016 Presidential Math Club Debate. I'm your moderator, Grant Starman, along with Angela Flam.
Wait.
Hey, can you help me in to go to the bathroom?
No.
Or will that mess you up?
I mean, I can. But there's a bathroom by the stadium, right?
Yeah, it's really cold.
Okay. Hold on. New bird.
Hello, everybody. This is Vince Lee. Hey, Mr. Day. You ready for some questions?
No, I'm messing around with this hanger here.
Okay, but I'm gonna ask you anyways.
Okay.
Okay, so what is my question?
I don't know. You were gonna ask me some questions.
I forgot.
Oh, hi.
Mr. Burdett, I've been able to find your plan at letsfly.com. What is that?
Take flight.
Take flight.
Take flight.
Mr. Burdett, you laid out your plan at takeflight.com.
I can't.
Oh my gosh. Vincey, drop me a beat. Vincey, drop me a beat.
What?
Give me some bars. My name is Vincey. I like math. I'm smart. Bars. My name is Vincey. I'm smart, yeah? I got better grades than you. That's right, yeah? I like Chinese food, yeah? Noodles chow mein, yeah? Little fried rice, yeah?
Hello, everybody. This is Vince Lee, and reporting with Mr. Day, and hi, Mr. Day.
Hello.
Are we gonna play Counter-Strike tonight?
Well, I thought about it, but then I realized that, in general, I just really don't like you as a human being. You're not good at particularly anything. Your math scores are subpar. Obviously, the math club president can't be hanging around someone who's not good at math. Let's see what else. You have an accent of some kind. I'm not exactly sure where it's from. I think that's about it.
Okay. Do you remember when we were in high school?
No, I really don't know.
I beat you on every single math test. Okay, everybody, don't vote for him. He is terrible on math, and he's not even better than I am. Cause like, if you want to vote for him, just vote for me, okay? I'm better than him.
How dare you, sir? How dare you?
I don't know like this.
Please welcome special guest Bernie Sanders.
Socialism! We should give everyone free college tuition. Everyone gets a car. Thank you, it's nap time.
Woo!